Have you ever had that one friend who you adore, but you don't text them every day? Maybe it's someone you've known since you were in kindergarten, or maybe it's a friend you made last summer at camp. The kind of friendship where you can go days, weeks, even months without talking much. But as soon as you see them or get a message, it's just like old times. Today, let's talk about why these friendships are not only super real, but actually awesome, and how you can make the most of them. Picture this. You wake up on a Saturday morning, and your phone isn't blowing up with a million messages. Does that mean you don't have any friends? No way! For lots of us, especially if you're between 7 and 13 years old, your best friendships aren't always about texting all day long. Maybe you see each other at school, or you hang out at soccer practice, or maybe you only meet up during the holidays. And yet, when you're together, it's kind of like magic. You laugh nonstop, share the best inside jokes, and can talk for hours if you want. But when you're apart, you're okay with that too. Why do these friendships matter? First, let's crush a major myth. Real friends don't need to talk every second. It's true. Some of the best friendships are the ones where there's no pressure to always stay in touch. You can have your own adventures, learn new things, meet other people, even move to a new city, and your friendship is still there, waiting for you to return. Think about how freeing that is. With a texting all-the-time friendship, you might feel like you have to reply super fast or always think of something to say. But with this kind of friendship, you get to breathe. You have time for family, time for other activities, and time for yourself. And then, when something big, wild, or hilarious happens, you can't wait to tell your friend, even if it's been weeks. Let's tell you about Maya and Jordan. They met in second grade, became instant best friends, and did everything together. Played hopscotch at recess, teamed up for science projects, traded Pokemon cards. Then, Jordan moved to another school in fifth grade. Instead of texting all day, every day, they made a pact. Whenever something really awesome happened, or they remembered a funny memory, they'd message each other. Sometimes, weeks would go by without a peep. But then Maya would find an old selfie in her phone, or Jordan would win a medal and send a photo, and they'd pick up exactly where they left off. You get the idea. Not talking all the time doesn't make you less of a friend. It just means you both trust your friendship enough to let each other grow. But what happens when you feel left out? Maybe you see your friends texting other people or having group chats you aren't always part of. Does that mean you're not their real friend? Absolutely not. Sometimes different friends talk in different ways. One friend might need to text all the time to feel close, while another is happy to see you just once a month and still feels totally connected. Here's something cool. Scientists actually say that friendships where you don't talk constantly can be more chill, less stressful, and just as deep as the texting kind. Think of it as a tree. The roots, your memories, the jokes, the fun times, go deep. The branches, your lives, your activities, might sometimes be far apart, but they're still tied to the same tree. Ever heard your parents talk about their childhood friends? Maybe you watch them chat once or twice a year, yet they still call each other best friends. That's not because they don't care, it's because their bond is strong enough to last through time and distance. You're growing your own version of that right now, even if you don't realize it. So how do you make these friendships even better? Here are some ideas. First, celebrate the moments you do share. Maybe you don't message every day, but when you do, go big. Send a goofy selfie, make up a secret handshake, or mail a hand-drawn comic strip. It'll mean even more because you made the effort. Second, stay open to surprises. Wouldn't it be awesome to get a letter or a surprise message out of nowhere? Try doing that for your friends sometime. A postcard, a funny voice note, or a doodle you made in class. These little surprises keep your friendship strong, even when you're not talking every day. Another hack, make traditions. Maybe you and your friend always get together for ice cream at the start of summer, build a pillow fort over winter break, or have a movie quotes-only text conversation every birthday. Traditions are like your friendship's secret recipe, unique, delicious, and totally yours. Don't forget, if you ever do feel like you're drifting apart, that's okay too. Friendships sometimes need a little bit of work, just like building Lego structures, learning to ride a bike, or mastering a new video game. You might need to check in every now and then with a simple, "Hey, how's it going?" or share something that made you think of them. Even if you haven't talked in ages, it's never too late to reach out. But what if your friend doesn't answer right away? Should you take it personally? Nope, not at all. Maybe they're busy at soccer practice, on a family vacation, grounded from electronics, or just chilling out in their own zone. Trust that they'll get back to you when they can. And when they do, the fun will pick up right where you left off. Sometimes, these kinds of friendships teach us one of the best life lessons: independence. You get to try new hobbies, join new clubs, spend time with your family, or even get a pet turtle, and you don't have to report in or check with anyone. But when you discover something amazing, like the world's cheesiest pizza or a hidden hiking trail, you have that one friend you can't wait to share it with. Let's talk about Sarah and Ben. They met at soccer camp. After camp, they lived in different states. Instead of texting constantly, they had a deal. Each summer, they'd swap their craziest or funniest story of the year. By the next camp, they couldn't wait to hear each other's wild tales, like that time Sarah's dog chased a raccoon up a tree, or Ben ate a whole watermelon by himself. Their friendship didn't fade. It got stronger because it always had something new. What's really special about these friendships is how much they're built on trust. You don't have to talk all the time to know your friends got your back. When you do reach out, it's because you honestly want to share something, not because you feel like you have to. That's real. No fake stuff, just pure you. Now you might wonder, what if I want to talk more? That's cool too. Friendships aren't just one type. Some days you might want to text about your new favorite song or send memes all night long. Other days, you just want some alone time. True best friends get that. You can be close even in the quiet. You can be there for each other, even from far away. And here's another secret. Sometimes, when you don't talk for a while, your next conversation is even more epic. Because you've both got stories to share. New jokes, bigger dreams. When you meet up, it feels like a party. Because you're catching up on everything at once. Have you ever played a video game and paused it, then came back later and picked up right where you left off? That's what these friendships are like. You hit pause sometimes, but the fun, the teamwork, the inside jokes, they're all still there when you press play. Just remember, not texting all the time doesn't mean you're alone. Sometimes you need you time to discover what you like, what makes you laugh, what exciting thing you want to try next. When you share those things with your best friend, even if it's been a minute, it's like discovering them all over again. And remember, it's totally okay if people don't always understand. Maybe someone says, "But you guys barely talk." You can just shrug and say, "That's just our style." Because your friendship is yours. There's no rule book. The best part is how you make it work together in your own unique way. If you ever feel unsure or sad because you think everyone else is always talking and messaging, look for the moments that remind you how special your friendship is, the way you can laugh so hard your stomach hurts, the way you just get each other even without words, or the way when you need help, your friend is there, no matter how long it's been. And here's one last idea. If you know someone who might feel left out because they don't text all the time, reach out. Say hi, share something funny, or invite them to join in your next adventure. You never know when you might make a new best friend, the kind you'll keep forever, even if you don't talk every single day. So next time you see your friend after a long time apart, or pick up a conversation after weeks of silence, remember, real friendship isn't measured by how often you talk, but by the way it makes you feel. If it makes you happy, if your friend lifts you up, if you know you matter to each other, that's the best kind of friendship, and it's something worth celebrating. So cheers to all the best friends out there who don't text all the time. Your friendship is stronger, cooler, and more unique than you think. And the coolest part? It's yours, exactly the way you want it. That's the real magic of being best friends. No matter how far apart, no matter how much or little you talk, your hearts are always right there, laughing, cheering, and always connected. Press like if you find this video helpful. Comment how you handled it. Whoever has a good story will have their comment pinned. Press subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming super fun videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.